sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Hawks, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Backcourt of Harden and Bogdanovic. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Hachimura is the four with Ayton playing the five. And it's LeBron in at the three. Taking a look at the Lakers. A 1-1 record thus far in the Cup, so they have to win this one at home.
Yeah, if they lose, they'd need a miracle to advance. 3 wins normally put you in the mix, so they absolutely need this one.
And as for the Clippers, it's their third game in the NBA Cup, and they really need a win tonight to stay alive.
Yeah, they're 1-1 thus far, so another loss probably knocks them out. It's going to be a tall task for them tonight, though, on the road.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Now here's Harden. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Pass to Collins, outside Leonard. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And finished off by Collins.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
James kicks to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Now, here's Doncic, following the missed shot by Bogdanovic. Reeves outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. The three from Harden. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
3 points.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You'll love the hustle and the attitude.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Bogdanovic passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Well, the mid-range absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Outside Collins. And here's Leonard from 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I love when Kawhi Leonard evens things up. You make a 3, I'm coming right back at you.
James kicks to Ayton. Here's Hachimura. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Let's see what you got. Got a band for every morning.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for 8. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. And Smart subbed in for Austin Reed. Now here's Batum. Batum sets a screen for Dunn. Good on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to play the pick and roll game in the NBA, and Chris Dunn getting to the right space quickly.
Vanderbilt the pass to Smart. Dunn with some nice D.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
They get a hand on it. Over in the corner, Batum. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Smart. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 9.
I'll tell you what, they give up a 3 on one end, and Luka gets it right back.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lopez outside. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Done outside. Pass to Beal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
They've got Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Austin Reed. And it's Smart in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5.
Throughout a game, Reeves will find every which way to score.
And Doris, after Paul George left, many figured the Clippers were a lottery-bound team. Instead, they were a 50-win team.
And Kev, they had great contributions up and down the roster. There was incredible balance. And needless to say, you have a man in the head coaching position who is one of the all-time best in Ty Lue.
And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Brown is checked in for the Clippers.
Kobe Brown.
Here's Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Brown outside. Dunn passes to Lopez. Now here's Beal. Trying for the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, we have all enjoyed the NBA Cup tournament. And, Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games earlier in the season is just terrific.
Yeah, of course. They also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'm telling you who else benefits. A lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
The Lakers making a switch here. Coloco's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Bradley Beal entered the NBA as a sweet shooter, but consistent work and improvement has turned this guy into an absolutely lethal threat from everywhere on the floor.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Harden the pass to Lopez. It's rebounded by Coloco. Lakers trail by 3. LaRavia finds Vanderbilt. Lakers passing it around. Over in the corner, LaRavia. And he hits it to tie the game up. LaRavia's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Guys, back to you.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. And there's the foul. It's on Jake LaRavia. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Here's Lopez. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Harden outside. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Marcus Smart does a little bit of everything. You love to see him sharing the rock.
And here's Harden. 8 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And it's LeBron in for Austin Reeves. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Beal. And it's Bogdanovich in for Chris Dunn.
And I like what they've been doing down low in the post.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. James against Leonard. Doncic passes to James. Clock at 6. Shoots over Leonard. And James gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Leonard. Trying to end the drought. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
That free throw good from Leonard. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for James Harden. And Doris, when he's feeling good, Kawhi Leonard, still one of the toughest matchups in the NBA.
You know what, Kevin? The way he's battled through injuries and the game's still important enough to him that he's stuck around. And you're so right. When he is healthy, he remains a two-way force. This guy is an absolute Hall of Famer.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Zubac, the pass to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. The rebound by James.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Listen, keeping Ivica Zubac off the boards is no easy task. This man has got a gigantic, strong frame.
Doncic forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Clippers. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And the rejection by Ayton.
Lockdown, rim protection from Ayton, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
And the 3 ball is good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. Back right after this.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot in the arena. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they got to avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up.
It's crazy how in control Luka really has been. He's running the offense. He's hunting his shots. We're just watching the Luka show right now.
Almost as good as our show, but not quite.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, backcourt of Harden and Bogdanovic. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. And it's Zubac in at center. And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Lakers. And the rejection by LeBron.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovic touched it last. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Ayton dishes to James. Over Leonard. And it's LeBron missing. And for the Clippers, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Where when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our player of the week, James Harden.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Harden, no good.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
And Ayton throws it down. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Beal's checked in.
Bradley Beal.
Hachimura against Collins. It's Beal on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To halt the run, hits the front of the rim and out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Harden outside. Here's Collins. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Drills it from outside. Hachimura's got 7 points in the game.
they've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Clippers trail by 16. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Shoots over Doncic. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 10.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick-and-roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
Back to Harden. It's up a 3. Harden nails it from way outside.
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Now let's go courtside for this story on Kawhi Leonard. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Clippers. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
And Allie, we thank you for the report. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah.
That is nasty.
Healthy athleticism.
Nice. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Here is Harden. He's got 13. Outside, Bogdanovich. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Doncic. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for John Collins. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And Chris Paul's subbed in for James Harden.
And that's one of Reeves' go-to moves, that stop and pop.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's LaRavia. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Vanderbilt, a screen on Dunn.
Well, that's an example of the strength of Marcus Smart. He barrels into the defense in order to pick up the foul.
The Lakers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Marcus Smart.
And that one falls for Smart. And so Smart nails both of them.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And the turnover differential just not in their favor. That's one reason why they're struggling.
Lakers leading by 17. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Here's Beal. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And boy, did he go straight at the defender on that possession. Didn't bother him at all.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's LaRavia. Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP. Know your personnel.
Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. Out left to the wing. Outside, Smart. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Dunn. Pull-up jumper. And again, no good by the Clippers.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Hayes. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, Beal. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Beal. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, this is how Bradley Beal just makes it impossible to guard him. 3-level scorer. This time he goes to the inside game.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for the Lakers. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hayes. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reed. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Down low, Kleber. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 18. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Beal. Cranes it with the D all over him.
Yeah, just like any true shooter, Bradley Beal not worried about the defender at all.
Kleber kicks to Doncic. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. And hit the three.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Doncic, the 20-foot jumper, good.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
And putting your
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Bogdanovich in for Dunn. Shoots the three. Rebound by Smart.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Drills the three-pointer. Laravia's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's just outstanding distribution from Marcus Smart, keeping his eyes peeled in order to find his guys in their spots.
Harden kicks to Bogdanovich. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. James checked in for Jake LaRavia. And it's Austin Reeves in for Smart. Zubac the best of Beal. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Lakers leading by 19. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for 8. Jake LaRavia comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And Smart subbed in for Luka Doncic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Brook Lopez taking 2 shots.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Bangs on the trifecta.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Here's Dunn. Miller finds Paul. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Here's Connect. Lays it up off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game, it's likely that they're going to advance to the next stage.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
LeBron, it was a challenge for you tonight as far as the matchup went. How much does that motivate you in a game like this?
my matchup is not an individual matchup. It's us as a team trying to get better, and we was able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Thanks, LeBron. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now our player of the game, Luka Doncic.